Hi guys, it's Rach. Today we are talking favourites, specifically my September favourites. It is October, it is Halloween season. I have my decorations in the back there and I'm very excited. But before I go off on a tangent about my love of all things Halloween, let's talk beauty favourites from the month of September. Starting off with a skincare favourite, this is the Jergens Natural Glow Plus Firming Daily Moisturizer. This is a gradual tanning product. I originally picked this up in the States, however it's now available in Australia, which is really exciting. It's one of those moisturizers that you put on and each day it gradually gives you a tan. I noticed a difference in the colour of my skin after my first use, and after a few applications I really got a nice natural looking tan. It's really easy to apply. It's the lazy girl's way to self tan in my opinion. And it smells quite nice as well. It just kind of smells a little bit like coconutty, cocoa buttery kind of scent to it. It does have a little bit of a self-tanner scent. You can kind of smell it on your skin, but it doesn't last too long and it's definitely nowhere near as strong as your sort of typical self-tanner. Overall, I would highly recommend this product. Really enjoying that, especially if you don't have time to lay out in the sun, and it's better for you as well. I have a hair care favourite. This is the Toni & Guy Casual Rough Texturiser Disheveled Matte Finish Spray. I've been really enjoying this. I use this almost daily just to give my hair a little bit of extra texture. It gives it a little bit of extra hold. I do have a little bit in my hair today. Just kind of like spray it in your hair. You can use this on... Don't spray and talk at the same time. But you can use this on freshly washed hair, you can use this on curled hair, on straight hair. I use it in my roots to give myself a little bit of extra volume. Been really enjoying this one. I think it's very versatile. It's also good if you're doing more updos, if you want to give your hair a little bit of extra texture, if it's a bit too slippery. Love that one. Next, I have a couple of favorites for the face. The first one is the Trilogy Vital Moisturising Cream. I've been using this each day before I apply my makeup as a way to hydrate my skin and also to create a really nice base. I find that it's a really nice moisturizer in that it's not too oily. It smooths on really easily, but the finish is almost a bit more matte. I'd say it's more matte than it is oily, so you don't feel like your face is an oil slick even though it's highly hydrating. So been really enjoying that. The only thing I don't like is the fact that it's in a tub, but I sort of put up with it because of how much I like it. The other face favourite is actually a brush head for my Clarisonic. This is the Luxe brush head, I believe it's called. It's very different to the typical Clarisonic brush heads, and I wanted to mention this particularly for those of you who've maybe purchased a Clarisonic and find that it's a little bit too harsh for your skin, or that you can only use it a couple of times a week. This is really soft. It almost feels like a facial massage, but it helps to deep clean your skin. So I would suggest if you've already got a Clarisonic, invest in one of these. You can use this on a daily basis. You could use it twice a day, and then you can just switch it out and use the more exfoliating heads for a few times a week if your skin can't handle it using it every single day. My skin can, but I find if I want to use the Clarisonic twice a day, or if I'm finding that I just want to give my skin a little bit of a break, then this is really nice. And like I said, it feels lovely on the skin as well. Before I move on to makeup favorites, I do have a fragrance favorite of the month of September. Fragrance favorite is very difficult to say, but the favorite is the Sexy Little Things Noir Tease Scented Body Mist from Victoria's Secret. I actually picked this up at the Victoria's Secret beauty store that's in the QVB. We do have sort of the limited range of beauty products, and it also has some of the underwear, a couple of sort of different bags and things like that. It's a very limited range. I want the full Victoria's Secret to come to Australia at some point, but in the meantime, there is a few Victoria's Secret products that you can get there at a highly inflated price. But this one smells really nice. I really like the scent. I feel like it's fresh and it works for day to night because it's fruity and, I don't know, nice, but it's also, I don't know, it has something in it that makes it a little bit sexy, a little bit more nighttime. Really enjoying that. Great for just chucking in the handbag, and I apply liberally throughout the day because I love it so much. My first makeup favourite is a blush that I've been reaching for quite a bit this month. It's a Mineralize Skinfinish from MAC in the shade Stereo Rose. I was hesitant to sort of recommend this because I know that it is limited edition, but they do re-promote it, so I just wanted to mention it in case it comes out in another collection. It's very pretty, sort of apricot coral shade with some gold veining. It gives a nice sort of sheen to the cheeks. I find that I can use this and I don't need to use a highlighter and just look very glowy and fresh. For lips, I've been loving the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector in shade 06. This is a very nice Your Lips But Better kind of colour. It's a gloss. It's probably my favourite formula of gloss at the moment because it is creamy, it's not sticky at all, it has pigment and colour but you still sort of let your natural lips shine through. It's shiny, it's just really, really comfortable to wear. So I'd really recommend this line of products, and I want to get maybe a pinky shade as well because I've just been loving wearing it so much. A couple of my favourites I actually picked up at IMAT, so I've only really had them for the last kind of week and a half of September, but I've been using them almost constantly, so I figure that that's fair enough to warrant a mention in my September favourites. The first is the Kogen Do Maifanshi Moisture Foundation. Really, really like this foundation to give you a really natural look to the skin. It's very skin-like, it blends into the skin really well. It makes you look very youthful and glowy. I was wearing this in my last few videos and a lot of you commented on my skin saying what was I wearing. It was this foundation and I've just been really, really enjoying that. I have the shade 113. The coverage of that foundation is quite light and unfortunately my skin has been breaking out like crazy at the moment. It is having the hissy fit of epic hissy fits. It's not happy. So I've been using my MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette in light to cover it up and I'm really, really happy with this. It's just easy to blend, it's got high coverage, I've got a few different shades so I can really match it to my skin and it just works really well. Great for correcting as well. Been loving that. Very quick and easy to use as well. My last beauty favourite is actually a brush. It is the Ultimate Cheekbone Brush from Ray Morris. I love me some contouring and this just makes it really quick and easy. Put a little bit of my favourite Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder on the tip there. So just run it along the cheekbones and hey presto, I have cheekbones that I never knew I had before. So I've been really loving that. Something that makes applying really quick and simple and it's very soft as well. So they are all my beauty favourites for the month. I will throw in a couple of random favourites just to round off this video. The first are the Rosie recaps of The Bachelor. Rosie Waterland does this amazingly hilarious recap of The Bachelor Australia each week and I'm really sad that they're over now, but they are just what kept me laughing through the entire month of September. She's hilarious. If you like The Bachelor, if you don't like The Bachelor, if you just like sarcastic humour, you will enjoy them. You don't even need to watch the show. I didn't even watch The Bachelor bar the final episode and I still really, really enjoyed those recaps, so I will link them in the description box below if you would like to check them out. I also have a couple of music favourites. The first one is All About You by Hilary Duff. I used to love Hilary Duff and I'm so glad that she's making music again. I just find that song really, really catchy, so I've been enjoying that. I've also been enjoying Rest of Our Life by Jason Derulo and Beware the Dog by the Griswolds. That song is just really like upbeat and catchy, even though it's about, if you listen to the lyrics, it's about like losing a friend to a drug addiction, which is a very serious topic, but I don't know what it is about that song, but I just sing along to it. It's catchy, it's fun, and I've been really enjoying that one. And then lastly, for my fellow book lovers, a couple of book recommendations from the last month. I really enjoyed The Hookup by Kristen Callahan. I also enjoyed Seeking Havoc by Leila Felix. One More Chance by Abby Glines, and also Unlit Star by Lindsay Zart. That was a really, really lovely book. Heartbreaking, but a really, really lovely story. So I've been enjoying those. I will have those listed in the description box below, as well as links to the music that I recommended and a list of all the products. So if you guys would like to check out my favorites, you can. Now I'd love for you guys to share with me your favorites in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have been enjoying over the past month. And other than that, I'm going to go. I hope you guys are all having an awesome, awesome day, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Bye!